I told you that the world that you are experiencing right now is not out there? It's not even happening to you. It's happening as you. You've heard scientists, mystics, channels talk about the fact that we are a hologram. But what does it really mean? I've had this wisdom delivered to me in 2021 when I had my spiritual awakening, and I couldn't understand it. And for the past 6 months, I've been working on it deeply, intensely, asking for guidance at every single corner, and I finally figured out how it works. And I'm going to share it with you right now. A hologram is not a spiritual idea. It's real. It's scientific. Even though I'm not a scientist, I understand how it works. And I can actually explain it to you. To create a hologram, scientists start with one unified laser beam right here. This beam is passed through a splitter, which then divides it into two. One beam becomes the reference beam, which is pure, undisturbed light, and the other beam will bounce off of an object. I'm going to choose an apple. Both beams hit a special film where they interfere with each other. The interference looks like a whole bunch of mathematical patterns, kind of a strange looking code. When the reference beam shines onto that pattern that was created by the object beam, the image of the apple appears as if floating in space. And even though it's nothing but light, you actually can move around and see its depth. There is no real object here. The object is here. But to your senses, it feels real. The original beam of light is pure divine awareness, undivided, whole, eternal, infinite. But in order for a hologram to appear, it must be split. And in you, that splitter is the birth of the I, the ego. It's the first flicker of self-awareness. It's the origin of duality, good versus bad. It's the fall out of the Garden of Eden. It's the moment when God said, "Let there be light," which means, let me observe myself. Consequently, consciousness fractured into subject and object. For example, in the Hermetic Kabbalah, it's the moment when the first Sephirat appears, Keter. This is when truly God's intention to express itself becomes an emanation. This is when the veil of duality appears. In the East, you may find it called Maya, the veil of illusion. And Hermeticism, it's the all contemplating itself. The splitter is the root of your human experience. The splitter is the beginning of the illusion of separation. This is where the game of remembrance began. The light never really split. We perceived it that way so we can experience life. The source, the laser, is pure divine awareness. The splitter is the moment of I, ego, identity, the self. The object is your belief system, your conditioning, your memory, your perception, your traumas, your limitations, your programming. The reference beam is your untouched divine light, the I am, the one that you feel it when you feel in touch with God. The film that they all reflect on is the mind-body matrix where light and belief interact. Light and belief interact. And the projection is your life. This is your 3D experience that you call reality. Jacobo Greenberg, the Mexican neuroscientist who disappeared without a trace in 1995, right before he was about to spill the beans on his holographic theory, called this the lattice of consciousness. He said that reality appears when the field of potential meets the field of belief. The field of potential, the unobstructed light from the source, meets the field of belief, which meets the light that goes through our belief system. When these two meet, the hologram gets created. Your awareness doesn't observe the world, it builds it. Your life is not something you walk through. Your life is something that is being projected from within as a hologram. You're not the figure moving through the dream, you're the light casting it. Your beliefs are the object. Your divine awareness is the source, and your field holds the interference pattern that shapes what you see. And the moment you change your beliefs, the entire projection shifts. You don't need to fix the outside world. You can't. You only need to remember that you are the one projecting it. Now here's the best part of it. After you've done all your inner work, after you've worked down the valley of shadow and feared no evil, for the beam has always been with you, there comes a moment when your awareness starts to loop back onto itself. That is the true realization. You begin to know, you begin to realize, I am not in the dream. I am the dreamer. I am not observing reality. I am reality observing itself. This is what Jesus meant when he said, when thy eye be single, thy body should be filled with light. Because that is when your third eye opens, which, by the way, the third eye is not a body part. It's the moment when awareness becomes aware of itself, loops back onto itself. When your third eye opens inward and sees itself. The hologram recognizes its source. This is when the loop is complete. This is Christ consciousness. This is not a man returning from the clouds, but the divine light in you awakening to itself. People often say, you chose this life. You chose your traumas. But you, the small you didn't choose anything, because the you as an individual doesn't really exist apart from the all. The all created every possible reality, then pushed itself into each one of the realities equally, the way you push your hand into a glove, impartially, lovingly. It didn't do it to punish you or to test you, but to experience itself from every possible angle, to know itself fully. So this life is not something that happens to you. This is the life that the all is living as you. So if your life feels hard or confusing or painful, remember this. It's not happening to you. It's not even happening through you. It's happening as you. You are the scene, the script, the spotlight, the stage. You are the pattern, the projector. And when you stop identifying with the character, you remember you are the light that dreamed it all. The hologram isn't waiting for someone else to save it. It's not on hold. It doesn't take a break, waiting for that someone to come. It's already unfolding inside of you. And the question is, what do you want it to look like? What do you want your life to look like? A bitten apple or a bountiful orchard? Because they both exist. Both are encoded in the field, but only one blooms where belief allows it. Are you ready for bounty? If you're ready for bounty, then ask yourself this question. What belief am I willing to release today so I can see the orchard instead of the bite? Because reality doesn't shift when the world changes. It shifts when you do. And the orchard, it's already there, waiting to be harvested. I love you.